Alright, welcome back to Love to Loot. We're back here with Car Dealer Simulator episode 3, and today I'm flying solo again. No Love to Loot wife with me while I do this episode. Right, straight away, let's see what we've got going on here. Straight away, we do have an email, and what is it this time? Another wreck. Seriously, who is dumping these cars all over the map? We don't really care, do we? Because it's money. Apparently, there is one northwest of WS, wherever that is. But hey, yep, extra cash. Yes, please. Let's go hunting. No markers on the map straight away, which is really insightful. But it did say northwest, and there's only one village up there. So we're taking a gamble. Let's head off in that direction and see what we find. Quick check before we do go. We've got 28 grand in the bank, and the goal is still to reach reputation level 7 here. But if we spot any bargains along the way, we're not going to say no. So let's have a look at the listings here. Anything about to expire? Yep, we do have a couple of them. I always grab these last minute deals. I don't actually know if they are deals or if I'm just a sucker. Let's book that in. And we do have another one there as well. Bit pricey at 7 grand, but it could be worth it. Right, nothing else, so let's hit the road. Let's go and find this mystery wreck. There we go. Markers finally popped up on the map. That would have been useful earlier, so it does look like we're heading in the right direction. Okay, somewhere around here apparently. Oh wait, is that it? Yep, that looks like it's gonna be the one. These tend to not start or drive, so we're gonna have to back our car, or sorry, ramp up to it. And let's get that hooked up. Now, I've decided with these wrecks, I am not even going to attempt to fix them at the moment. I don't have all the necessary equipment to do that. So what I do is take them straight to the scrapper, quick cash, no effort. Last time we did get this amazing 19 grand for cashing one of these rusted cars in the crusher. So if we hit that again, jackpot. Alright, here we are, the scrap merchant. Let's see what we get for this. And now the hardest part of this game, reversing this damn trailer. It's definitely stuck on something there. It's not the easiest reversing here. I'm just going to have to ram it in, I think. There we go. Well, will that square turn green? Yeah, I'm making a right mess of this, but I don't think it's going to turn green regardless. Let's just drop it. Ah, there we go. The money's coming in at the top there. Only $2,500 this time. Well, it's an easy $2,500. Okay, not quite the jackpot I was expecting. Not like the last one we did, but hey, still easy money. And a tow truck for 30 grand. Well, I don't think I'm going to invest in that today. I think we'll stick with our reliable truck for now. Okay. Let's head off out and go and see about these other cars we've scheduled meetings for. Thankfully, there is no timer in this game that I've seen. So, these poor people will wait for us to turn up no matter what time of day we arrive. Alright, first car of the day. What have we got? Oh, we've got a bit of a grubby looking UMX, whatever one of them is. So the battery looks fine. Yep, definitely needs a clean. I can see that. And some exhaust issues again. Let's negotiate. As always, I tend to start out about 25% under market value and work our way up. Okay, 3,900, not bad at all. And it sounds like it drives okay, so let's get this back to base. I'm not even attempting to reverse this trail again. Driving it on is way easier. Pedestrians don't want to get out of the way for me. This truck actually does struggle, you know, when you're towing a vehicle. It does take a while to get going. Alright, let's drop that off. And the next one is only 100 meters away. Honestly, it is just quicker to run for anything 100 meters or less. Ooh, look at that car in the drive. That looks a bit fancy. No wonder they're selling this one. Right, what have we got here? Needs a good polish, but other than that, I've got some holes in the exhaust again. 7 grand. Let's see if we can bring that down a bit.
Stop.
Not happy with that. Yeah, she's not budging much. She's holding firm at around 6,000. No, not a lot of profit in this one, I don't think, but we'll take it anyway. Oh, wow. That is smoking. Talk about a lemon. How do you even get a car in that state so quickly? It looks like a new car. Ooh, and we've got a buyer on the lot here for our car from the last episode as well. So there's another 2,300 in the bank. That'll do nicely. So now, 2 cars to fix up. Money is coming in. We're getting closer to that reputation level 6. Now, in fairness, there's not an awful lot we can do here. The bodywork is surprisingly decent. The engine, however, is trying to contact the afterlife. So, naturally, we're going to ignore that because we can't do anything about that. Let's roll it into the body shop and perform some light cosmetics. Of course, we've also got a couple of holes in the exhaust that we'll need to sort out as well. I mean, yeah, there's not a real great deal going on here, is there? Yeah, I might just speed through some of this. Let's just get some putty on this and tidy it up. I gotta be honest with you, the novelty of this wore off about 5 minutes in. The kind of job you want to give to an intern you don't like, so, or a future employees. Hopefully will come along soon in this game. This tool is a lot easier to use, gets through it in no time. Okay, time to hit it with some paint, but hey, no amount of paint is fixing that engine though. Time to do some completely legal and above board. We're gonna adjust the odometer just a tiny bit. Always start for the second digit because the first one just goes wild. Can't actually remember what it started on, but I think we've just taken off about 8,000 miles there. Right, time to have a look at the exhaust. We're looking for 2 holes here, I believe. There we go, there's one. And where's the other one? Alright, there it is, right on the edge. So that's both of those sorted. Let's have a quick scan. So we bought it for around 6,800 and market value is now 8,300, so not too bad. Let's get this on the lot, although it is still smoking. I'm pretty sure whoever buys this is going to realise fairly quickly that they bought a bit of a lemon. We don't really do negotiating. I can't be bothered with all that, so we'll just set it at 9,600, and if it sells, we make a bit of profit. They're definitely going to notice the smoke, but by then, that's their problem. No refunds here. Okay, next one. I think we just needed a wash, which is, in fairness, the most honest thing this car dealership does. There we go, nice and soaked. Let's rinse that down. Look at that, actually looks pretty decent now. Still needs polishing really, but we don't have the equipment for that yet. The battery's seen better days as well, but I don't think it's worth replacing. We have got a couple of holes in the exhaust yet again, so let's go and sort those. Hopefully that adds a bit more value. Whoa, somebody's bought the orange car already. That was fast. They didn't even hesitate. No inspections, no second thoughts. Absolute confidence. What a terrible decision you've just made. And 2,700 profit as well. Okay, let's do the odometer on this car. So again, don't start on the first digit. It just flies past far too quickly. Always better to start from the second number. I wasn't actually paying attention to what it started on there, though. But let's see what it's done to the value. I think that's added around about $800 to the car between the odometer and the exhaust being fixed, so not too bad. Let's get this one listed as well. We'll stick it up for 6,600 again. No negotiating. Wow, that sold quickly. That was fast. Another 2,700 profit. That takes us up to 43,000 in the bank. I think it might be time to start looking at some upgrades. What we got? So mechanical workshop has got the car lift. Or car wash with polishing. We've seen quite a few cars that need polishing, so let's go with that. And I think it's time to start looking at slightly more expensive cars now, so let's have a look at this one. 10,000. That's a bit more of an investment, so hopefully we can see a bit of a turnaround profit-wise. How far away is that? Oof, 140. I'm just going to run for it. Sorry, mate, no cars in the lot at this moment in time. Needs a wash, definitely needs a polish, and So this car has 3 holes in the exhaust. Well, that's good news. A new record there. Let's see if we can get a bit of a deal on this.
No. Got it, buddy. Let me think about
9,400. Not as much as I wanted it to go down to, but it'll have to do.
All right, let's do this.
Oops, and I've just taken some more money off the value there. Oh wow, look at this. We've got a full-on driving car wash now. We're definitely moving up in the world. We've got wax and polish as well. Okay, let's get it cleaned up. Let's foam it up first. Now time for a rinse. Now let's have a look at the wax option. So it's quite similar to rinsing actually. And now the polish. And that does actually look a lot better. So now we're up 11,300, and I think it was about what did we get it for? I think, did I say 9,400? So almost £2 profit straight away just from cleaning and polishing. Is that right? I'm not sure if my math's correct there. We'll go with that. Let's go sort the holes in the exhaust as well, as I think there was potentially 3 there. Okay, so that's taken us up 11,880. Not a massive job. Oh, yeah, maybe an extra $500 there, I reckon. Odometer time. And that's put us now up to 12,151. So that's another couple of hundred added there. So overall, we've added quite a bit of money onto this car. So maybe it was the right option to start upping our game and buying slightly more expensive cars here. Let's get this one listed. And if it sells, that's about 4,500 profit. Wow, so that one car is doubling the profit. You know, not doubling the profit, sorry, is pretty much the same profit as selling the other 2 cars together. Brilliant. So we're sitting at around 19 grand now. Do I go again and pick up another car? Oh, these are a bit further afield now. I might run. I'm going to run for the closest one. can we get for this one? To 9. Let's see how far we can get him down.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, cat. I don't know.
Come on. Yeah, 9.5. That's not terrible.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this isn't going to be a
Good.
quick flip, this one. This is a I might be here at midnight kind of job. But before we panic, let's have a quick scan. Yeah, definitely needs a wash. Let's start there. Let's clean things up. And there it is, classic problem. The cleaner it gets, the worse it actually looks. With all that rust there starting to come through nicely. Alright, wax and polish time. Let's see if we can trick the market into thinking this is worth more. Okay, that was one absolute beast to clean there. Let's check the value. 12,000 now. Yeah, not bad. We've still got a ridiculous amount of bodywork to do here. I might genuinely be here all night, not just in game. Okay, finally, thank God for that. That was painful. I think it was like an hour, maybe 2 hours in game. This car is frustrating me with the bodywork that's needed. All right, let's slap some putty on the disaster and pretend it's never happened. Give it another rub down. We were at 12 grand, I think. So if this doesn't add at least 2 grand, I'm going to be a little miffed, to say the least. And now a lovely coat of green paint. Nothing says premium vehicle like a fresh paint over. Alright, Motor Truth. I think that's about, what's that, about 1,700 increase? That's not too bad, we'll take that. Let's see what we can do with the odometer now. And of course, we've got more exhaust holes. I really need to check my tape supply. We're running through this tape at an alarming rate. I think that's about another $500 added there to the value. Let's get it into this bay. And let's list it. Wow, if this sells, this could be a potential record. I think we're potentially looking at about £7 profit there. And I think that's a good place to call the day. I think I've earned a break. So nothing beats a good night's sleep than on a sofa. Just totally living the dream here. Alright, new day, fresh start. Let's open up and see if we can keep the money flowing. And of course, hunt for more bargains. Maybe we should try a van this time. And I think I've also got another meeting lined up from the previous day, so we might have a few options here. And yet, plenty of cars and all miles away. Truck it is. Don't worry about the curbs, they're optional. Alright, first car of the day. Definitely needs a wash. And we have our first problem as well. I don't have enough money. There is no way of getting this down to £9,000, so... Oops. Sorry, that's my fault. Yeah, need to be a bit smart here. Money's tight until those other two cars sell. What's next? We've got a 1985 pickup, and she's seen better days. Definitely needs a polish.
Kind of. I don't know.
All right, we'll take it. That leaves us with basically nothing. Oops. Sorry. Let's unhook this. You know what? It does sound better than my truck, though, to be fair. Let's get this cleaned up. Market value is 7,200. Let's see what we can do here. You know what? This flatbed is such a pain trying to get in all these corners. I think I just heard a sale there. Oh, wow. 6,900 profit. Yep, I think that might be our best yet. That is massive for us.
Sounds reasonable. Let's do it.
Alright, that changes things now. I think we can afford to go back there and grab that other car now. Let's go and do that. Maybe you're thinking higher priced cars are the move to do going forward. That last one did get a 6,900 profit in fairness. Hi, back again. Hopefully we can get a good deal this time. Definitely needs clean, maybe some body work. 1,400, let's see what we can do.
Kind of.
12,300, we'll take it. Let's get this back.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oof, this truck is slow. I don't think this truck has much life left in it. Okay, let's unhook this and get back to work. May as well line this car up behind the other one. Let's get back to the pickup. And I love how the phobe hasn't even gone yet. That is some industrial strength soap there. And again, this flatbed is still causing problems trying to get all that foam out. It's a nightmare. I may have to give these flatbeds a bit of a wide berth going forward. Ah, another sale. We're on fire. And another 4,500 profit on that car. And we've got 2 more cars here going through the body shop and clean-ups, and we're sitting around 21, 22 grand, so not bad at all. I did hear on my last stream that there's a fully automated car wash, so that'd be really cool if we can unlock that. And there we go, looking clean, but yeah, that rust showing through. I think that's easily another couple of hours in games to fix, isn't it? So yeah, that's rough. Alright, no time like the present, let's just crack on with it. This thing looks like it's been parked in a big puddle for a long time, the amount of rust on the bottom of this car. Okay, so about an hour in game time so far, and we're already onto the sanding, which honestly, considering how bad this looked, that's not too bad at all. And finally onto the paint. This is the magical step where everything suddenly starts looking a little bit more legitimate. Okay, I mean, it was a big job, but all in all, that didn't actually take us that long. Okay, so what we're looking at now, 7,800 market value. Okay, alright, we're getting there. Alright, let's start out the odometer. Just let's gently reduce the mileage here, nothing suspicious happening at all. And finally back under the car again to deal with yet more holes. Gotta admit, this part of the game is starting to feel a bit samey now. Most probably onto roughly about our 10th car now, and it's all been very similar. Wash, bodywork, odometer, exhaust. Rinse and repeat. Hopefully we can start opening up some more options. So what's that done to the price? Around about, what's that, roughly $800 there? Not huge, but it's all starting to add up. And that's another one ready for sale. Let's get that listed. Our first flatbed there as well. Yeah, not 100% sure if I'm going to pick another one of them up again because they are a nightmare to clean. Let's stick that up for roughly around 10,000. If this sells, that's another 4 grand profit. And we're definitely not going to complain about that. Alright, straight on to the next one. This one could be big money if it sells. And here we go again. The rinse repeat routine begins. Hopefully though that flatbed sells while we're working on this one. Nice bit of background income while we're working away on this. Ooh, here we go. Flatbed's got an interested buyer. And 4 grand profit, yeah, we'll take that. We get in, and there it is, reputation level 6. That's what we've been pushing for. Level 6, new upgrades available, new cars unlocks. So I'm wondering now, does that mean we start getting better cars? Like, are we stepping up into the higher car end territory? Are we about to see proper expensive stuff starting to come available on the market? It'd be great if we could get some very well-known Italian sports cars on here to buy. No doubt they'd come with holes in their exhaust as well. Alright, that's that one cleaned up. But more importantly, we've actually got some money in the bank now. So the question is, do we reinvest it properly or carry on pretending we don't know what we're doing here? I think let's go and have a look at some upgrades. Right, what we've got here? We've got Body Workshop Level 2, Mechanical Workshop Level 1. So what do we actually get for upgrading this? Hire a worker so you can take care of the bodywork. Well, yeah, that's happening. That is absolutely happening. This is what we need, somebody in here to do all the donkey work.
Well, we're back at square one, kid. But in a good way. I got you a job here, and now you can hire somebody yourself. Candidates are already applying in droves. Check the PC.
Park the car in the area next to the employee. Oh, actually, so they can actually do all the repairs as well by the looks of it. I was hoping for to do body work though on the car, because that is seriously draining the old grey matter. Okay, employees unlocked. Let's see who we can get in to run this operation for us. So different employees here, different hourly rates. I'm guessing cheaper means slower or potentially worse. I don't know how you do worse. Maybe they don't do all the body work. I don't know. So do we go somewhere mid-range? Paul's looking good here for £20 an hour or $20 an hour. Fast, focused and experienced. Handles any task. Sounds like he's already overqualified for this place. All right, Paul, welcome to the business. You can start immediately. Preferably doing all the things that I do not want to do. Right, let's give Paul something to work on. This car's got 65% condition, so that'll do nicely for our first test with Paul. Hi, Paul. Should I deal with this rusty pile, boss? Well, I've seen worse. You should have seen the truck that was in here earlier, Paul, before you started. Okay, so he just stands there and a mysterious grey cloud appears and then the car gets fixed, I presume. Okay, so Paul's a wizard. Anyway, while Paul does literally everything I don't want to, we can go and make more money. We've got another car about 500 metres away, so let's go and have a look at that. This poor seller's been waiting here for about 2 days, I reckon, now, waiting for us to turn up to have a look at his vehicle. Right, quick stop at the shop. Might grab some supplies, especially exhaust tape, and... Nope, it's closed, so that was brilliant. Okay. I really do need to stock up on tape, though. I've got a funny feeling we're running out of it fast. This sale's right out in the middle of nowhere at the moment. Oh, it's the van. Yeah, I forgot about that. I did say we'd try one. Looking at that, Paul's going to be busy. That needs work, a lot of work, and of course a wash. Unfortunately, that's still me. 8,600. Let's see what we can do here.
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, 7,158. Not too bad at all.
Okay.
Took a best part of £1.5 grand off that. Right, now, can I actually reverse onto the ramp? Probably not, but let's give it a go. Yeah, all I've succeeded in doing there is just to break the rear lights, but that's fine, it just adds character. Okay, let's do this properly, hook it up, and let's get back. Oh my god, I thought this truck wouldn't go any slower, but with this van on the back, it's not great. So it obviously takes into account the weight of the vehicles, just because this is painful. Let's unhook. Ooh, what's it doing there? I think it's doing a wheelie. And that's totally normal, now we've got a magician on site. Right, let's get this washed. And it is a van as well, so we do have a lot more surface area here, so more of an effort. And it's awkward to clean as well. I thought the flatbed was awkward, but especially the roof here. I'm supposed to reach that without bouncing around like an idiot. I think I need a pole for the car wash as well at this rate. I'm not entirely sure why we're polishing this before fixing the bodywork. It's basically just mutton dressed as lamb really at this stage, but here we are. Alright, done. Nice and clean. Rust still very much there. Let's check the numbers. Looks like a couple of grand increase there, so not bad for a wash. Right, Paul, I've got something for you. I've got to move the other car first, so... Oh, where's Paul gone? So, Paul's gone home. Right, okay, so we're not running a 24-hour operation here, which is disappointing. Oh, wait, why is it still repairing? So even when Paul's not here, the magic cloud continues. So Paul can cast his magic spell wherever he is. I'm not going to ask questions. Right, let's check this other car out. No exhaust holes either, so that's rare and nice to have. I think this could very well be our showstopper so far. Let's get this listed for in the morning. Yep, so the van's still covered in mysterious foam, mist. Looks like it's carrying on while Paul's at home having a brew. This has got to be a clear 6,000 profit, surely, if it sells. Let's see. Yeah, 6,800 potential, you know, that will do nicely. So, we've got a paint room now. Does Paul do that as well, or is it just automatic? I genuinely have no idea here. Either way, let's call it there. Let's go and get some rest and see what this looks like in the morning. Ooh, we've got the burglar. The man in black's back. Where is he? Oh, there he is, looking suspicious. What's he doing there? He's doing a dance fight with me. Take that. Trying to break dance his way out of there. Okay, Paul's back. Van's finished, and it looks like the paint is done as well. Alright, well done, Paul. Good work. It looks like everything's done here, so I don't think we need to go into the paint room, but we'll have a quick nosy just in case. Quick odometer tweak again. 100,000 miles. We've got to try and bring that down. Oh no! Went too far again. I've completely botched it. Oh, well done. Paul's going to be absolutely disgusted in there. Right, let's ignore that. Let's just fix the exhaust instead. There's a big hole there, and there's the second one. Let's get this listed. Probably looking mid 5k profit range here, somewhere around that. Alright, let's open up for the day and see if these things actually sell. Right, we do actually need to schedule some car visits. We haven't actually got anything going on at the moment, so which isn't ideal as we're trying to run this like a business. So let's go and have a nosy what we can find out there. Okay, what have we got? Well, that one is ours. Phantom Gale looks interesting. Kind of looks a bit like a Dukes of Hazzard car to me. But also completely out of our budget. Might be worth looking at some of these last minute deals. Not entirely sure if they're actually any cheaper than the regular listings. Feels like they should be, but I don't fully trust it. Nah, my truck leaks proper clean. Look at the state of it and some bodywork. I might have to exchange it for a different truck, I think. Okay, here we go. Another one of these sort of like sports looking cars. We've been picking quite a few of these up recently. And again, looks like it's had about 10 buckets of dirty water thrown over it. So, yep, this is definitely going to need a proper clean. Let's go in at around 24% under.
Gotta.
I think it is just quicker to type the numbers in here. So 4,300. That will do.
Great job! Woo! Yeah! Woohoo!
She's happy. Whoa! Oops. Pedestrian down. Pedestrian. What the hell? I think I've just mowed down Supergirl. She chucked that car. She's chucked my truck. She's a truck chucker. Oh, wow, that was funny. I don't know what the hell happened there. Anyway, truck still works after that, so we can call that a success. Let's get back before anything else happens. Alright, let's get this bad boy straight into the car wash. This thing definitely needs it. The foam wash, the full works, I think. Still no buyers for any of our cars, though. Poor Paul's just sat there waiting, not exactly peak efficiency at this moment in time. He's most probably regretting his life choices. Market value's not that bad. We picked it up for a couple of hundred under, which is fine, but small margin to start with there. So now the question is, how much value can we actually add to this one? Right, let's get straight into it. Let's get this car cleaned up as it looks an absolute mess. And we have got our first sale of the day. Let's just finish up here and we'll go and see what has sold. Right, let's have a look. Was it the van or was it the car that sold? It is. Well, it looks like it's the car.
Yeah! Woohoo!
She's doing a moonwalk round him. She's literally running circles around his...
Great job!
She's obviously a confident buyer, clearly. Now, is the moonwalker going to take the van as well? Give it a second. Guarantee you, the moment I walk away, she'll buy it. Okay, let's finish this car off. Market value now 4,800. Bodywork actually looks all right. I don't think we need to hand this one over to Paul. Sorry, Paul, you're just going to have to twiddle your fingers a little bit longer. Oops, might need to be handed over to Paul now. Right, let's get that exhaust sorted. Let's see what we've got here. I really do need to check on the tape stock situation very soon. We're going through it faster than expected. So 3 holes in this exhaust. Oh, watch out, mate. Watch out. I'm trying to park there. Can you take your frustration on the price out somewhere else, please? Alright, let's get this listed. Ooh, looks like we've got a ticket for the van as well. Hello, sir. And almost another £6 profit. We'll take that as well.
Okay.
This should hopefully push us back over the $40,000 in the bank when this one sells. Basically recovering what we have spent on the upgrade so far. Not quite the same margin there as the last couple, but still, profit is profit. I think we should have a look at one of these Phantom Gales, see what this is all about. Let's check this one, 10,800. Oh, hold on a minute. I've never actually noticed this before. If you scroll down, it shows you exactly where the cars are on the map. So instead of driving around blindly to the ones in miles away, we can just pick the closest ones up. Maybe grab a few more of these Maxes or whatever they're called, and they seem to be quick turnovers. And that's what we want. And look, yep, one's sold already. So another 1,700 profit there.
Right.
So all cars done, all clean, fixed and sold exactly how we want it. Let's head off to the next one. Closest one is about 130 metres away, so we'll just have a quick run. Ooh, running down a back alley here. Not sure that's the safest move, but we'll give it a go. These next few cars go the same way. Hopefully we can start moving on to some bigger cars, I think. Bigger risk, but hopefully a lot more bigger profits. Okay, here we go. This is the Phantom Gale that was looking a bit meaty. It is a muscle car. She wants 10,800 for it. We're absolutely not going to pay that. So let's try mid-8s and see how optimistic she's feeling. Yeah, not impressed at all with that. All right, let's try 9.
I must think about it. Huh.
Still not really moving, but we'll take it anyway. Let's give it a go. Oh, wow, listen to that engine. That actually does sound a little decent, that. Might as well fill up while we're here. I've got a feeling this thing's going to burn through the fuel. And if we're selling it, fuel tank looks better with it being full. A small cost, but you never know. The customer may appreciate these little things. Oh yeah, that does sound smart, doesn't it? Can you hear that? Right, okay. I might actually try something here. I noticed we can reset vehicles earlier, so there might be a way to speed things up a little bit here. So, oh, steady off-bit road in that. I didn't realise we turned into Dukes of Hazzard. So the plan is, I'm going to buy these other couple of cars, and instead of driving them all back or picking them up on the trailer and bringing them all back, I can see if we can just relocate them instantly, purely using the reset button and see what happens. So let's give it a go.
Stop.
So we've got a couple of UMXs here. Fortunately, they're right across the street from one another. Let's see what we can do. You know what? This woman looks eerie, suspiciously like the woman who just brought the previous car off. Either that or there's a twins. Alright, so we've got that one. Let's leave that there and move on to the next UMX, see what we can get this one for. So yeah, another UMX. Alright, we'll take that as well. So that's 2 cars just purchased there. I'm going to go back to our car showroom and see if this reset idea actually works. And you know what, I still can't get over how good this car sounds, to be fair. I might have to keep this one. Alright, so we're back at the showroom. Let's have a look. Yeah, this car does look smart. So if we go into vehicles, you can see that the cars we've just bought here, and there's a little reset option here. So let's just click on that, And that's the first one done. Okay, so it looks like we can only do one at a time, which is slightly less efficient than I'd hoped, but it's only a 2-minute timer. So I can concentrate on this car at the moment. But let's give it a go, see if this works, see if this saves a lot of time and this car does magically appear on the parking lot after 2 minutes. Alright, let's get this one cleaned up and see what sort of profit we can squeeze out of it. You know what, before we start, I'm just going to double check whether that other car has actually appeared. Which it has, lovely. So that's another one we can grab as well here. Ooh, that actually sounds a bit decent too, so we'll keep an eye on that. We've got 38 seconds left on the timer, then we can bring the next one in on the reset. This is and we don't have to run around constantly picking up these cars back and forth, and I'm not sure if this is cheat or, well, it is in game, so we're just going to go with it. Oh yeah, you know what, there is a bit of rust on this car. The bodywork is under 50% and it needs washing and polishing as well. So it basically needs everything that we can do to it at this moment in time. So let's crack on. I am tempted to keep this one myself and swap it out for the truck. It does sound better, but knowing my luck, it'll sound lovely and then be completely useless at towing. The truck's most probably the better vehicle for the towing. Let's check that timer again. So that's the one we've already got. And there's one for 306 metres away. So it tells you the distance from the office, which is useful, so we know which car we do need to reset. I don't know why we'd want to reset the radio. Okay, so let's reset that one. And again, we've got a 2-minute cooldown. And if we look here, look at that. There it is. Oh, sorry, love, this car isn't available yet. You just have to wait until we get these out on the lot for you. You know what, this is so much easier than driving back and forth. Just resetting them is clearly the move we're going to do going forward. It's a shortcut we're definitely going to start using. Just for clarity, it's not because we're lazy, we're just wanting to be very efficient. Two completely different things. The only problem now is we have created a backlog of cars for ourselves, so I need to get through all this cleaning now. But the good news is I can hand the rough stuff over to Paul now. He can start taking the hard work off our hands, which is exactly why we hired him. Delegation is the cornerstone of every slightly questionable business empire, and we are no different. I think we'll get through these next 3 cars, and I'm most probably going to call this episode there. And honestly, thanks to anybody who has watched this. I hope you're enjoying it, and if you're playing it as well, I hope you're having a decent time with it. It does get a little monotonous at points. You clean one car, you clean them all. But it's still a little fun game, especially for us midlife gamers who, you know, don't have a lot of time on our hands. I am interested to see what comes next. Is it just going to be a case of hiring more staff, upgrading the business, and then letting them handle all the dirty work while we go out there buying more cars? You know what, I'm very happy to stand around taking credit for other people's hard work, but I am here to also have fun and play a game. I don't know what the end game is here. Become a multi-million car dealership owner, maybe? I don't know. Okay, quick scan. Oh, $2,000 added already. That'll do nicely. Let's give this one over to Paul. Hi, Paul. How you doing? I know you haven't had much to do for a while, but this one is going to test you. You can deal with this rusty pile. Of course you can. Meanwhile, I'll move on to the next car and we'll rinse and repeat. Pardon the pun. Question is, can I beat Paul? Can I get this next car cleaned faster than he can do the bodywork? Probably not. Mainly because I can't even get the foam on properly. Right, let's get the polish on, and Paul's already done his because we just had the pop-up saying the value of the Phantom has increased. So Paul has officially beaten me. He did the bodywork faster than I can wash a car, which is slightly embarrassing. Well done, Paul, but again, Paul is a magician. I'll think about giving you a bonus, Paul. Now, I've got to move them all, haven't I? Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this car. Well done, Paul. That is a splendid job you've done there. So, we were about £2,000 up last time. What are we now? Okay, best part of £3,000 added. Not bad at all. We do still have some exhaust work, though, so let's get this one out of here and into the garage. Oops, there goes Paul's hard work already. I have been very clumsy here, rushing around. Right, let's get this next one in there. Let's give it a scan. Oh, no, it's already started working. He is an eager beaver, is our Paul here, casting his magic. Wow, I think Paul's already done with the other car. That was definitely faster than the previous one he attempted. So maybe the timer depends on how much work needs doing, because that felt rather fast. I haven't even got over onto the wax and polishing yet and Paul's finished. Either that or Paul's had coffee and just decided to justify his wage and bonus is even more. Okay, finally the polish for me. So yeah, that's about 1,300 added, I think. So I really need to stop ruining these cars. So Paul has gone home for the day. It's 6:30 in fairness. Will his magic cloud still finish the job for us? It has, well done. I really do need to remember to buy some tape though, because I've got a funny feeling it is going to run out very soon. What are we on here? A quick scan again. So 3,200 extra. Let's have a look at the exhausts. I think this had 2 holes in it, didn't it? I can't even remember now. I'm not finding any anyway. Oh, there's one. It's always in the last place you look, isn't it? Mainly because once you find it, you do stop looking, you feel. Oh, there's a dirty big one there. Look at the size of that. Let's quickly tackle with the old odometer. Not going to go to the first digit there. We've learnt our lessons there already. Look at that, £4,500 added on already. Look, lovely looking car that. I really don't want to sell this one if I'm honest. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Crazy customers running behind the car.
Oh, hell no!
I think that guy was trying to get compensation claim out of us. Yeah, where there's a blame, there's a claim. Not that love to loot, there ain't, because we ain't got no insurance. Right, car scan. Let's have a look. No exhaust issues for a change, so we'll just do the odometer with this one. Actually, let's just check on the third car. It must be finished by now. Oh, no, it's still going strong. Paul, what is going on with your magic cloud? Let's get these 2 sorted. And as soon as it walks away, let's... Yeah, it's done. Okay, 2 hauls for this one, and we're just under 1,900 profit on this, aren't we? So let's see what this does. Ooh, another one with a big hole in it. Ah, no, I knew it. Our tape. So, do we just sell it with a hole in it? You know what? I think we're going to have to, aren't we? Not ideal, but margins are margins. I'd rather get it on the lot, ready for sale, than wait till morning and go and get more tape. But I do need to remember in the next episode, which I'm sure I'm going to forget between now and then, to buy more tape. Should potentially get that on auto delivery, I think, if we could. Nice. Right. Let's get them all on the lot. Get the photos taken. We'll get these listed, and then we'll most probably call it there for a day. We have found much easier ways of getting cars now, rather than just driving them all back and forth, which is excellent, and stop me losing faith in the game and getting bored. Has there been an update? I can't remember it doing that before. So if you hold down the T key, it goes straight to the camera option instead of, if you're just pressing it, you get the options. So that's clever. I have to try and remember that going forward. All cars done. Let's get them listed. And we'll start with the Phantom. What we're going to put this up for. Awesome, £7,000 profit. If this sells, I think this breaks our record for a car. And another couple of £6,000 profits on the two UMXs as well. So £3,000 on each. So if both of them sell, it's another £6,000. So yeah, if these all sell tomorrow, that will be a very nice bit of cash there. That's potentially we can have a look at upgrading the business again. Oh, that donut and coffee does look nice there. Although that donut must be stale by now. It's been there for a fair few days. It's probably rock hard. It's probably better for a paperweight there than to eating. All right. I think that's where I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I think we've done about an hour there, if not a little bit more. As I said earlier, thank you to anybody who has watched this. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the game, and if you've got it yourself, I hope you're having fun with it. If you've got any tips, tricks, or advice, let me know in the comments. What cars should I actually be going for? Should I keep focusing on high-end ones? Is that where the real money is? And what is the actual end game here? I don't really know. Is it just keep building the business up, I suppose, for the time being? Next time, hopefully these cars sell, we bring in some proper cash, and we start pushing the dealership a bit further. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful time wherever you are. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye now.